Good evening, everyone. Can we all see my screen? Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Please give me a second. Okay. So, good evening, everyone. So today's session is going to be very short, brief, and straight to the point. So today we are going to be reviewing designs, and we're going to be reviewing the task 6 design, and we're all going to be going through it together. So let's start with the first one, which is Emmanuel Ibo. Right, so let's start from here. We're going to be seeing what he did, and maybe a little bit of corrections, or if his work was just right. Okay, so this is what Emmanuel Ibo did, and I think so far it's good because he used frames. So I was judging the use of frames, use of text, the use of good layout and alignment as well. That's what I was judging, not just how your design looks, but did you use the right tools, right? So also another thing I noticed in a lot of people's designs, where when you come to this pagination, right, that shows you exactly what page you're on. A lot of people did this, and I feel like it's maybe something that I didn't mention, but I think it's something you should have also considered, which is in the design we showed. I remember showing us like this. I think there were 3 because they were only like 3 steps or something like that. Do you get? But if there are like 5 steps, it means that this should have been 1, which shows the first step, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Do you get? But I am not going to judge you based on that, because I believe maybe most of us would not have known that. But it's also important as a designer you pay attention to details. Do you get? This only shows 1 of 3, not 1 of 5. So in the next tasks, pay attention to each details, because after this class I'm now going to be judging you based on your attention to details. Do you get? So please pay attention to that. His work was also good. I think the little mistake I think I noticed would be, Shally, I would get back to you after the review. Yeah. So I think the only thing I noticed was in his design was just the use of the illustration, right? I think when you're adjusting the illustration, right, you have to, like, I think what I said is you have to click on the illustration and then adjust it from the edge, like that, right? I think some of us just adjust it maybe from the side or from the top, so it kind of looks stretched, and so the illustration does not look so, it may not come out so well. You get? So next time when you're trying to do it, adjust it, hold on your shift key and adjust it from this side and drag. You get? Yeah, I think his design was good, and I think it was also nice. So well done to you, Emmanuel. Let's go to the next person, Olawale Odubela. Sorry, I'll take all the questions like after, just so that I don't miss out anything. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to finish this and then take the questions after. Okay. What next? This is Olawale's design. So I already dropped comments. I don't think he's on this call yet, but maybe when he watches the video. I think firstly is the illustrations. They're kind of so big. Yeah, so I think that should be adjusted. There's a way you adjust your illustration to kind of fit into that frame, and it makes it look not too big, or like, you get? So very important on how you balance your illustrations in a design, so that it doesn't look too shouty or too off. You get? Then here what he did that I noticed was, if you look at it, the alignment is different. Here is okay. Let me use this one as an example because I think this is more clear. If you look at this um, text is center aligned, and then this one is starting from the left, right? It's not meant to be so. You're meant to have both this text and this one center aligned. Do you get? So I also mentioned that in his design because I think it was a mistake that he did. Now, if you look at what he did here, you can see this 5 step, right? And which is a good thing that I noticed, and I was like, okay, nice, right? It's just that in step 2, this should have been step 2. Here would this one here will come to the second one. Do you get? And then in step 3, this page indicator will be on the third one, and the fourth one like that, like that, like that. You get? So I think here the alignment was, not the same, which I feel like shouldn't be so, right? But yeah, nice design. And then here too, this should be in the middle. Like, it doesn't look like it's in the middle. You get? This dynamic island should have been in the middle, right? So that the design does not look like it's shifted towards the left or towards the right. So yeah, but overall, well done to him as well. Just try to maybe take some of the corrections and be better in the next task. Okay, so let's go to the next person, Marianne Ogugwa Zoana. So let's see. Okay, so this is Marianne's design. I think Marianne's design is also good. Let's see. Made use of frames. So here the same thing as well. Try to make sure that this is a 5-step, not a 3-step, because you're doing 5 steps here, right? So adjust that as well in your design. Then I think, I don't know, I think the illustration here too was kind of quite stretched. I don't know, it looks a bit stretched here, but maybe because I'm the one that's designed, so I'm looking at it so carefully, right? But yeah, maybe you should just maybe readjust the illustration better, to make it. I don't know if you have the illustration here, but I would have loved to see how it was and compare it. Then what else? I think, yeah, the design is also good as well. You can see the alignment is the same. This is centered aligned, and this is also center aligned, which is a good thing. So yeah, well done to you, Zoana. Let's see who's the next person. Abdugafar Abiose. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. Abdugafar. Maybe at the end of the class you tell me the name. Okay, so this is Abiose's design, Abdugafar's design. It's also very neat. I like the thing is, I didn't specify. I would have said, oh, why is it not in the dark shade or something, because this is like light mode of the design. But I would have said, oh, why is it not in the dark mode? Well, I realized in the instruction I didn't specify that I should have been dark mode. So maybe going forward I will specify so that everybody is doing something that's also like the same. You get? Nice design. I think your design is good. Yeah, I think what he did here, can you see this? This is step 2, this is step 3. I really love the fact that I paid attention to those details. Like, that's really nice. Well done. Here too, nice, but I don't think you may need to put this frenzy here though. But yeah, nice design, lovely work, amazing stuff from you, Abiose. Well done, nice one. Anjola Olua, let's go. So let's see Angela's design. Okay. Okay, so this is Angela's design. I think he also made use of frames as well. Yeah, and his work is kind of also tidy as well. Yeah, well done to you. I don't know, there's kind of a spacing here. Maybe you can adjust that. So this is Daniel's, right? And Jola Olua, yeah. So you can also adjust, this the spacing between those texts. Also, I was also judging whether you use ChatGPT to create your prompt or whether you just copied mine. But I think I realized almost everybody use ChatGPT, which is something I really love, and I really really love that because we are all going to keep learning. Like it's an ongoing learning process, and I'm proud that each of us, took that and paid attention to that. So nice one from everyone. So here too, Anjola Olua, you have to increase this to 5 steps, not three, right? And then, yeah, I think he paid attention to this. If you look at this is step two, this is step three, but this should have been step four. Like there should have been two more before this, and step five. So he paid attention, but he just didn't complete it. So, but nice design. I don't think there's any other thing I'm correcting from his design per se. But yeah, nice design. Well done, Anjola Olua Daniels. Okay, so Phoebe, I'm not going to pronounce the surname. I don't swear it. So Phoebe is what I'm going to pronounce. I don't swear your surname. Um, okay, so I think this is a design. So this is Phoebe's design. Safe Smart. I really love her design too. I think her design was also clean. Yeah. Oh yeah, she paid attention to this as well, but this is also 3 steps, so it should have been five. Step one out of five should also show step one out of five here. Alright, so yeah, this step two, like that. So just adjust it in all your pages. But yeah, I love your work, I love your design. Clean work from you, and yeah, I think your work is also good. Yeah, yeah. So well done, Phoebe, well done. Ayo Dele Adeleye. Shaliwa, I'm still going to take your question. Oh. Don't forget to just write it down or something. Ayo Dele. Alright. Okay, I think our design is also good. So another thing is in your design, I was also paying attention to your margin as well, like whether you were consistent with your margin. I know a lot of us duplicated the first, like designed this one and then duplicated it, but as well I just wanted to check if you are using the right margin and if they were also aligned properly. Right, so I think nice work from Adele. I can see the alignment, center aligned, center aligned. So just adjust this as well, Ayodele, make it 5 steps instead of three. Yeah, but overall, well done to you. And here should have been get started, not continue, because this is already step 5 out of 5. Yeah, so you should have been get started as well. But yeah, well done to you. Let's see, David. So this is David's design. So I think I already commented on the issues that I feel like should have been. And yeah, please stay to the end of the call because there are certain things I'm also going to be mentioning for like our next plans in Checkmate and what we are going to be doing next, right? Okay, so this is David's design. So I think the illustrations were kind of slanted, right? So it wasn't looking exactly as it should. An isometric illustration is already quite slanted. You get, it's not straight, so there's no need to slant it again. You get, it wouldn't make it look good. So David, please, I would like you to readjust the illustrations, make them straight back. They would come out well. Then also I think the text here is too big, right? Let me see the font used. The font was made at 30 something. Yeah, 32. It shouldn't be this big, maybe like 24 or something, right? The text was too big, right? Then also this was also too big. The page indicator was also kind of too big. It was looking like very big. It shouldn't be that big. It's just something that is visible, but it shouldn't take so much. You get. So yeah, pay attention to that as well. Yeah, I think I already gave him. And also, what I also liked about him was he paid attention to details, right? It's just that the text was big, the illustration was slanted, but he paid attention to details. Because if you see here, this is 1 out of um, 5, 2 out of 5, 3, 4, and 5. So that was really good. You know, thumbs up to him for that. Shaliwa, I don't know if you wanted to ask a question because of your design or yeah, but let me just go through your design first. So let's see Shaliwa's design. Okay, so I realized that Shaliwa was playing with colors. You know, I was looking for how to what's the word? Um, like see if there were like mistakes and stuff, and also see if people paid attention to instructions. But I also realized that it wasn't stated that I should use like do the exact design. So Shaliwa, are safe for today. But it also means that during the course of what we are going to be designing, you have to be consistent with the exact colors you started with. Do you get? Very important. So don't start with this and then change to something else. If you're starting with yellow, like as the background colors, you have to be consistent with that, and then use blue as your primary color as well. So yeah, I think nice design from her. She played with the purple and blue. I think I like your design. You may remove this hyphen here so that people don't know that it's AI generated. But yeah, I know that this is AI generated once I see the iPhone. But yeah, I think it's good. Um, Nice design from you. Clean stuff. Amazing work. So don't forget in your design, don't forget to include the make it 5 instead of 3, right? Okay. Just after this last person, Shalewa, I'm going to come to you after this last person. Yeah. Okay. So Chelsea, I'm leaving your own open so in case you have any questions. So Chelsea's work was also good. She paid attention to details. But here as well, don't forget to make it 5 instead of 3. I think our work was also clean. Yeah, came out well. What text is this though? Let me see. Size 14. Okay. It's kind of tiny. So maybe increase it to maybe 16. Yeah. Yeah, but overall I think your design is also good. Well done to you, Chelsea. Okay, so now to Shaliwa. Yeah, you had a question you can ask before I show the grading and then the winners as well. So if you have questions you can ask now, then we'll go on to the next stage. So Shaliwa.
Hi, good evening. Can
Good
you hear me?
evening. Yeah, I can.
All right, so it's concerning the progress bar,
Okay.
right? The part where you said we should have kept like an eye to detail for that since we're doing this. So
Sorry, I didn't get.
you know, I think
I didn't get you.
point out that if you actually saw the flow of my
Shh. Sorry, I
picture,
can't
but
hear
I didn't
you.
put all 5 because I've seen some apps that technically they only use 3 as max for the status bar, even if they have like more than 3 pages as well. It's more or less like help. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, so I've used some apps that had like more than 5 what's called onboarding pages, and they use 3 marks in their status bar because it's like when you flow or when you move, you see flow
Okay. I I think um most times when you are having um let's say like you have multiple pages in your onboarding and then maybe you have maybe 3 progress bars or something. I think there's a way that it moves. Like for instance, let me show you an example. So it could be like this, right? So let's say I'm in step 1 out of 5, right? Instead of it looking like this, there's a way it would be like you are gradually moving slowly. Not that you have this exact same thing in two pages. I'm not sure it's going to be like that. Like for instance, this is step one, and then in step two, you is going. Let's say we are doing 5 steps, right? So I'm not sure that you will see it in any design that in the first page, maybe step one, you see it like this. Then step two and three will not be like this, like this. No, I don't think it's going to be like that because that way you're going to confuse people. Sorry.
I have seen in designs like that. I think like that.
I don't know if it's just me, but I
That's
can't
too
hear you
much. I
clearly.
mean, I even see that.
Can you come
Can you
closer
hear
to
me
your
now?
mic? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, so I said that I pay attention to things like this when I use apps. So it's like I know that there are a lot of apps I've used that do this flow, especially when I did the prototype. Like it went exactly that same way till the end. So oh well.
Okay, but like I said, I don't. It's kind of confuses, right? Maybe you can also send me like examples as well. I'll really appreciate that, you know, so I can also see. But to be honest, it can cause confusion in the mind of the user because if I am, imagine if, for example, my eyes are not set here, and then I'm focused here, and then I'm um seeing it like this, I can be confused as to where I'm currently at on the product. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, right? And progress indicators are not just used in onboarding as well, they are used in like different places. So it can be confusing if you are using like two different, like, how do I say it? Two different things. Like it can be confusing the mind of the user. So it's always best that you show exactly where you are on that page with the use of the right progress indicator. I don't know if you get what I mean. But as well, you can also send me like, samples of, you know works that you have seen, and then we can also discuss about that as well. Then Glory, I think you raised your hand as well. So if you have something to say.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I submitted really late, and I don't know, is that why my submission is not reflecting on your page?
How late did you submit? Because these are the only designs I can see.
Well, very late actually.
Yeah, I can't see any other like link. You are sure you used as 6?
Yes, I did.
I may have to check that again. Yeah. Okay, Zoana, over to you.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, so in the instruction, like the video rather, I
Yeah.
don't recall seeing the buttons move in the tutorial. If it's something you can go over again, I'll appreciate that. Also, on the part that it comes to sticking to instruction, the image had 3 buttons. Is it that we should know when to take initiative or when to properly follow what's on the image given to replicate? Because the only parts you told us that we should work on were the 5 different isometric illustrations that we could change, right? So also I concur with what Phoebe said earlier about apps with that moving button. And I think that's one of the reasons it didn't really occur to me that it could be 5. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Okay. So I think I should start from. I think the first thing you mentioned was buttons, right? Something about moving buttons. I didn't get that correctly.
Yeah. That's like the I don't think I'm using the right term, but those ones that were moving that most people did 5, but
Oh, okay.
and
The
others
okay the progress indicators.
okay, oh yeah, progress indicator.
Okay. Um, I don't remember if I shared it in the tutorial, right? But maybe I just got carried away by. I think I wanted to start with 3, and then I just duplicated it to 5. So maybe I didn't touch, the progress indicators below or beneath, right? Maybe that was the reason why I did not touch it, right? But I think just going forward, is important that sometimes I may miss out something, but as a designer too, I can make some certain mistakes, but that's why we are all designers. And you just also have to think about it like your user using it. You get, not like you just designing it as well. So I don't know if that helps in any way, but yeah. So yeah, Shalewa as well. Don't forget, please send me like what's it called? App screenshots and stuff like that. I also love to see, right? Yeah, I would love to also see like those progress indicators as well. So yeah, and Glory, I don't know, but I'll have to check again for your own task. But it's meant to show here, right? I don't know why it's not showing, but I'll check if if it shows. Okay, so moving on to what's it called? Moving on to the grade. All right, so drum rolls, I mean, what do they call it?
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt you, but I was asking how to do those moving progress bars. It wasn't a tutorial, and it's not something I know how to do right now.
Like how to design this.
Yeah, no, like I already know how to do that, but how to place them in the middle, and because based off from here now,
Okay.
there's like a frame, yeah, so how to actually do that, because I don't know how to do that.
Okay, so this is it, right? So the first thing we did was to create a frame. Do you remember? Right.
Yes.
Now, once you do Shift A, it creates a frame, and it also creates something called auto layout. Now, auto layout helps you to move items from this. So once you just tap on this one and you click on your right arrow on your keyboard, it automatically moves. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So let's say you want this first one to move to the what's it called, to the right, and this one should switch places. All you just need to do is tap on this one, click on your right arrow, and then it moves. I can't do it on this person's design because I don't have access to edit, but if it was my design I would have been able to show you. Do you get? So that's exactly how you do it. Do you get?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I hope that helps. Okay, does any other person have any question? Okay, I don't think so. So I think we can go ahead now. Um, okay, so let's go to the grading, right? So for task 6, okay, so this is Gloria. I'm just seeing your design now, right? I think before I joined this, I checked, but I didn't see it. So sorry. I will just have to. Okay, let's just go through your design. But um, okay. Okay, so you needed to also write this as well, like change it. Let me see first. Did you use frames? Glory did not use frames. And I can't see your, what's it called, like your battery, your signal, like they are not there. So I think you may, need to add them as well. And then, also,
Yeah, I forgot to add that.
yeah, I also said everything should be in
I
frames.
will.
So, you may just have to retouch your work again. But yeah, nice. I think your work is also clean, but you have to also make sure you use frames and auto layouts. It makes your work faster, and you can easily move items. Yeah. So, but well done to you. Um, so these are the gradings for each and everybody. Emmanuel had a 10, Olawale had a 9, Marianne, which is Joanna, had a 10, Abdul Gafar had a 10, Phoebe 10, Ayodele 10, David 9, Shalewa 10, Chelsea 10, Glory late coming 9, late submission 9, um, and you did not use frames as well. So those two things. But overall, I think well done to each and every one of you. I think so far, I think there have been a lot of improvements from like the first first 5 tasks that we were given, and this task 6, right? I've seen that a lot of people like have really improved in their design, and they're paying more attention to details, right? Which is good, and I'm really happy for each and every one of us. I'm super proud of every one of us, and I feel like there's still so much we are still going to learn together, still so much to design, still so much of design to put in your next portfolio, still so much of greatness to achieve. Do you get? And just like what's her name? Um, Shalewa said, bringing up a suggestion, asking questions. I also learn while I'm designing, right? There are new trends that I use that some people are already using that I may not yet have started using, or there are certain things I may not even know of just yet, or maybe I'm not so I don't have as much knowledge as the next person, right? Always feel free to ask questions. Always feel free to bring up your suggestion. It's better we all learn together. Do you get? So, um, yeah. So always feel free to ask questions. Say what's on your mind. If you're not clear about something, feel free to ask questions. Right, it's very important. And yeah, these are the winners for week 2. We have 8 winners. Emmanuel, Zoana, Abdul Gafar, Anjola, Phoebe, Ayodele, Shalewa, and Chelsea. Well done to all of you. And even if you're not seeing your name here, does not mean that you did not do well. It just means that there may just be some little places you need to touch up on and improve on. Right? You're still a great designer. We all make mistakes, but we are all learning while making those mistakes. So that's what you should focus on. Focus on improving, becoming a better designer. Truth is, with all the feedback I am giving, if you are always putting those feedbacks back into your design, at the end of the day you realize that your design is much better than how you started with, and or how you first designed it, and you realize that you can actually put all those projects in your portfolio, right? So I feel like that's very important as well. So well done to each and every one of us. And of course, as we all know, I think maybe Phoebe, Phoebe, yeah, Phoebe, please, send me your picture, your name, and your Instagram handle. I think I have others for now already. Yeah, but for Phoebe, just send me your Instagram, your full name, like how you want it written, and then what else? Your picture. Yeah. Then going to what's next for Checkmate. Now, if you look at this, right, what we started with was, I don't know if it's here. Okay, so what we started with was a landing page, right? We started with a landing page, and we were able to like break down each section, and we now went to what the next one was. Sorry, let me go back to here. Now went to a mobile app, the onboarding. So what we are going to do is we are actually going to be building a mobile app slowly and gradually, right? So we are going to be taking it step by step, right? So in essence, now we have finished the onboarding, right? Who can tell me what comes next after like onboarding? Anybody? Shalewa, are you there? What do you think comes after onboarding?
Homepage.
Okay, homepage. I don't know if Shalewa can hear me, but yeah, homepage. So we have, how do I explain this now? I don't want to show anything. I don't know if, let me see. Let's see. Okay, let me see. So homepage. Mobile. So this one shows like an example of something. So this is like, I think this should be like a fintech product. Just showing us an example, right? See this? Okay, good. So this is like a fintech homepage, right? You can see how we have like different sections, or like different pages. We have home, and then for our own we are going to obviously have like different you know things that are going to be on our navigation bar, and we are going to be building them step by step. So on Tuesday we're going to be having our next class, and it's going to be about designing a homepage, right? And then the deadline will also be given on that day, right? Like for the next task, right? But we're going to be designing on Tuesday, so get ready, get prepared, prepare yourselves. We are gradually learning how to build like a full product, right? Starting from scratch till finish. So that way, I believe you would have two products now in your, or two projects rather, in your portfolio, which is a landing page and then a mobile app. And then you would also, because the way we are going to be doing the task is I'm going to be giving assignments on certain things that will help you to have a knowledge, right? So even if you're writing a case study, you can know, okay, what are the problems, or what was the problem of this, what was the solution this design provided, stuff like that. We're going to be doing all that slowly. We're not going to rush into it, so that everybody can understand how to think of a product. What are the first things to do? What are the next steps before designing? Do you get? Design is just like the basics, right? Thinking about design thinking is also very important. Not just your UI, like what's you expect your users to get from that product is the most important thing. Do you get? So um, yeah, I think with that, um, with that, I think we are good. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have questions? Shaliwa, don't forget to text me, and send the stuff to me as well. Does anybody have questions? Abdul Gafar, do you have any questions? Are you good? Angela, Emmanuel, Glory, JJ, Kelvin. Okay. Abdul Gafar, I can't hear you. Are you speaking? Okay, I guess not. Okay, I think with that, I think we are good, right? I hope you're all good. If you're good, give me a thumbs up. And if this task 6 was also kind of, educative or enlightening in one way or the other, if you learned something new, also give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you, Kelvin. Wow, that means the others. Okay, JJ, thank you as well. Okay, anyways, thank you guys for joining. I hope it was a very amazing session. Congrats to all our winners for the week, designers for the week, and hopefully we get to see you again next week and the ongoing weeks as well. Congratulations to everybody. Happy designing, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment on our YouTube videos. Thank you so much for joining. See you in the next one. Bye.